The noise, people coming out to the ground speed.
The public road is free. Chances are the old villa nearby just to say hello.
There's many antisocial, illegal moments. As a child, I used to go with my dad to these car meets, and yeah, there'd be a couple of cars doing donuts, burnouts, and you'd enjoy it, but it was nothing that unsafe. Yes, it was illegal-ish, if you want to call it that, but as time's gone on, things have gotten a lot more dangerous. There's people walking out in front of cars, there's too many people. I feel like there's not really a spot for people to go out and enjoy themselves, because there used to be certain strips, certain locations where there'd be mile longs of like runoff, that kind of stuff, and unfortunately it's getting a little bit dangerous. I do love the car culture. I'm a massive fan of the car culture, but I do feel like it is time to start going towards more the track focus end of it, especially for ourselves as a business.
I think car meets are dangerous because there's fatalities, unfortunately, and that's because people abuse their cars, they abuse the situation they're in, and it gets out of hand in a lot of cases, and it shouldn't. We're just providing what people want, even if they don't know they want it.
So some of the memorable builds that we've worked on in this workshop is Michael Shoeblacker, the famous YouTuber's Mark 7 Golf GTR. That was a full track-inspired track car. So it was a little bit different. It's the kind of avenue now that we're going down from the more street racing scene to the more track-focused build.
When I first bought a Porsche, I didn't really join any car clubs, and then you get people knowing about you've got a car and will you join a club, so started joining the car clubs, and as I've progressed with my cars, everybody wants me to go to the car clubs now, so with having this car, everybody wants it everywhere. I don't really have a role as such, but everywhere I go they all want you to go because they know it's a special car, and there's not a lot of them in the country, so that's why they keep asking. We go to organised car meetings, probably at special houses and special places. I know there's a lot of kids that go around meeting on car parks in Manchester and racing up and down roads. We don't do that. We're a bit more professional than that. In the car club, we have a lot of people that are trying to raise money for different people. We've got a guy at the minute that's got stage 4 cancer, and we're raising money for him. I think we've done about £18,000. So try and do that and help everybody. When you go to some of these car meetings, they're trying to organise them to go certain areas. People don't like it. The noise, people coming out to the ground speed. The car meetings, I think it's just going out of proportion really, because everybody's car mad. You go on Instagram, it's just full of everybody posting pictures of the cars and meetings, and there's drives through Europe and track days. It's just crazy.
This is literally, if there's anything to stop a showdown, this is it right now.
we just do our own. We do our own kind of offline drift days, really. It's normally at night, out the way. Yeah, there's loads of groups that obviously that's what they want to do. They want to call. There's groups in Birmingham. There's like a nationwide group that they're kind of their aim is to shut down areas and cause havoc. Really, the complete opposite. Secret Mafia, we try and sort of bring a different feeling to it. We keep our meets really exclusive, and we brought this atmosphere. It was almost like a grungy atmosphere. You got such a positive reaction from the event itself. We kind of made that, so it's everlasting, really. Couldn't sleep last night. When we actually got here yesterday to drop the cars off and realised that we're displaying our cars under the main sponsor, that the build-up of that gave me that same adrenaline of driving my car. So I'm almost a converted showgoer.
There are subcategories, sub-interests. Some people like these cars, some people like that car, but the community aspect is always going to be there and always going to be the reason that people go to these shows and the reason that people enjoy them. But there's also a bit more clout chasing, people trying to show off for cameras. It does happen. They treat that as a way to hate all of the car enthusiasts because one car did something that they don't agree with. So there's positives and negatives to social media, but there isn't really a way to stop that because social media is here to stay, and if anything it's going to get even more prominent, but we've got it to thank for our way of knowing and finding out about these meets. I've definitely witnessed a lot of illegal activities, a lot of drifting, a lot of streets, antics, accelerations. I've seen a few drag racing. You've also got the new pop and bang maps on cars that create a lot more volume than cars of old. And you've got police interference has risen in the last 2 years massively.
I have a lot of respect for the police. I used to work in public service myself, so I understand how difficult it is and how difficult it must be for them. The usual comments, why don't you go and catch real criminals, blah de blah de blah. Well, there are other police officers catching real criminals. These guys are here to catch you, messing around, trying to kill yourself. I could name 5 in the past year that have involved fatalities. I've witnessed many illegal activities. Obviously speeding, it's the killer.
I've never personally had an issue with noise issues or anything like that. I find that we have very little antisocial behaviour. You rarely get any kind of issues at a car show. You're actually paying to be there, you want to be there. And by bringing those people together, we've created a really safe, friendly environment. Car shows like this are there for people that love cars to come along and enjoy.
Literally, I grew up around cars because of my dad, so I literally owe it all to my dad. My dad used to own a body shop when we were younger. That's what my dad did, and I used to be kind of my dad's second in hand. I had one job, which was to like hold a light or sand a bit of body filler here and there. My dad got diagnosed with cancer. They gave my dad 3 months to live, but my dad's just an absolute trooper, man. Honestly, like he was solid mentally, physically, and spiritually. Cars kept my dad going. We like set a mission of, right, we're going to do this car up, do you know what I mean? We're going to get it done for my dad. It was just a big cruiser. I'd be homeless before I saw that thing. He used to work literally till his dying breath, repairing cars, repairing vans, full paint jobs. Even when I see his cars, mate, it breaks my heart, man. Still got him and I'll never sell him.